Welcome. We are live for HCS 35. Before we get going here, we're going to do a little bit of a pre-show, talk about some of the upcoming events, talk about today's events. But before we get into any of that, thank you to our sponsors as always. All Jersey Mechanical. All Jersey Mechanical, our $1,000 sponsor here today. So thank you to them as always. All Jersey, all the time. We have Savvy Fit Soaps, really freaking natural. Our Fight of the Night sponsor. Fight of the night will walk away with some soap, so that's always exciting. Get them cleaned up. We got Ground Standard Agency for all of your martial arts business needs. They also just launched the Ground Standard After Dark podcast. You can check that out on YouTube. I believe there might be a special guest that you might find there. I'm talking about Josh. He is on the most recent episode of the podcast, so check that out. Pure Physio for all of your recovery and prep needs. And of course, as always, Decal Dream Shop. We have a lot of stickers, apparel, everything like that.
T-shirts available now.
T-shirts available. Check us out on Instagram. Get the link from there. A lot of cool stuff there. So thank you to all our sponsors. But with that, we are here live at Dante Rivera BJJ in Howell, New Jersey for HCS 35.
Yep. Welcome, everybody. Again, thank you for Dante having us here. Stack card here. Third round of the amateur duel qualifier in a 185-pound Grand Prix. Somebody walking away with the title and $1,000.
Absolutely, but not to be outdone, we have the next round of our team duels here to set us up for the playoffs. A defending champ back in with Dante Rivera. They didn't compete last year, right?
No, they haven't competed since they won it in the first year.
So this is their first time back competing. So the team's going to look different than when we saw them in their last amateur. But one thing about Dante Rivera is they're always game.
I mean, one of the guys that was on the team when they first won it was Brandon Smith, who is our current 185-pound Superfight title champion. One seed today, looking to go again. He was a Grand Prix finalist last year. And, I mean, the two other guys that were on that team, we can't compete for us anymore, is Eric Nolan and Luke Fernandez. Mm-hmm. They're busy in the UFC, which Eric has a big fight next week. So, exciting time.
Absolutely. Not just Dante Rivera's, though. We got Lucky Cat Grappling Co. and Revel Jiu-Jitsu here as well, ready to compete, ready to get after it.
Yep. So a bunch of new guys on both of the teams. All three are local Jersey teams, so that's fun. Unfortunately, we only had 3 today, but we get a round robin, so we'll still get a playoff locked in, and then we'll get to go see what happens with one more qualifier in August.
Yeah. And before we get into talking about, I think, a breakdown of what we might expect from the Grand Prix today, I want to just highlight some upcoming events for you. HCS. Exciting things happening on the back end.
Yes.
Any moment now, Baby Baker 2 on the way.
Yes.
So we will take a little bit of a hiatus, but not too long.
Not too long. We'll be talking about it here, but yeah, these events coming up: HS 36, 37, 38. Big events coming. 36 will be at Rolling Bear, up at Lydia's school in Kenilworth. We'll be doing our 4th qualifier. Maybe throw some title fights on there. HS 37 in September. We're back at the Hudson Fitness Expo. Can't wait to do that. We have 135. Grand Prix on that one, and then right now making the announcement, HS 38 women's only. We're back October 24th, going to Webb, so home of Amanda Mazza, Molly Zabrowski, Joey Gaffin, and a lot of the girls that have been with us for a long time, and we'll talk about more on that. We're doing a 135 Grand Prix there, team duels again. Females are always great, but yes, we will be doing a fight night at some point, maybe late July, early August. Again, we're waiting to see when my baby girl gets here, and then we'll get rolling, but can't miss a month.
So don't for those at home looking at this, panicking, you might not have a month HCS, don't worry. We'll figure out something for you. But take a quick snapshot of this. We'll talk about them throughout the event. But if you are at home and you're a competitor, you're looking to get on any of these things, as always, hit us up on Instagram. We'll get you on a card. We're always looking to make those matchups for any level. So take up that opportunity, hit us up. But with that, I think we should talk about maybe a bit of a preview of our Grand Prix today. We have seven competitors. A late pull-out taking us away from 8, but that's okay. We have 7 competitors going at it for $1,000, highlighted, like we said, by current 185-pound Superfight champion Brandon Smith.
Yep. Brandon just defended his title against Jaden Duplessis, who is in the bracket as well, that won the wild card a couple weeks ago. Brandon's been on a tear. He was in the Grand Prix final last year, lost to Cockle at 175. Took another loss right after that, but he hasn't lost since. He's been winning the Fury Grappling in there. He's looking to compete for me all the time. We're in his home gym with his team also on it. So the energy is going to be fun in here as soon as we get rolling.
And then the only other person in the bracket who has more base points than him is going to be Bobby Reardon. Yep. So Brandon Smith is one of our most active competitors. Bobby outdoes him. Bobby's been competing with us relentlessly since the beginning. So he's our 2 seed here today. He's an amateur invitational champion, a wild card champion. So he's definitely looking to take that final step up here at HCS and compete for that Grand Prix title.
Yeah, I mean, again, he fought Brandon earlier this year for the inaugural title. Good battle, but Bobby's always game, man. Bobby, you didn't have to convince Bobby too much. Another guy that was in the Grand Prix last year. He's not scared to throw his hat in to the circle anytime, and anyone's ball game here.
Yeah, and then I would say this next cluster of competitors is where it gets a little bit to the unknowns, but exciting stuff here. So we have Itzo Babaladze, I believe. I got that close.
I think
we're close. Babalese, whatever. He's going to be Itzo today. We got very highly skilled grappler there. Matt Devori, a black belt at your 4 seed. Anytime you go to a tournament, 4 seed's a black belt. You got a lot of high-level competition. We got Jaden Duplessis, who just lost to Brandon Smith in the 185-pound championship, but looked ready to compete down at the 5. And then at 6, we have someone who maybe isn't competing for us all the time. He's been at most of the events we ever had Sam for. So from 3 to 6, we have a lot of people who have been around HCS for quite some time, and they're all very high-level individuals.
And then you're number 7, Dean Hott, making his HCS debut, but he is not. He's no one to sleep on. World champion, IBJF, very active competitor. He replaced Billy Mayu here. Billy got hurt, but this is what the Grand Prix is fun now. We brought in the Superfight title, so that's different. That's defended. Grand Prix, you want to bring the best of the best and keep on going. Obviously, you saw Andrew Coppell's not in this bracket for the first time. He has a baby of his own coming off a gnarly injury. He'll be back. I know he's watching, and he has his eyes on whoever wins. Maybe him and Brandon run it back at the end, but, man, the brackets are tough. 8 minutes. We're going to see. Whoever earns $1,000 is going to be a real champ today.
I would say ever since we announced Dean Hott into the bracket, that the DM started flooding. Just everyone is excited to see this guy compete. He might only be a brown belt.
I got a
making his debut here.
It's splitting water, so I'm thinking I'm fine. And then I'm like, I'm sizzled to a friend.
So that's host Dante Rivera for you at home, if you caught that on the mic. Dante Rivera, a gracious host. But yeah, so a very exciting Grand Prix. So maybe let's talk about what do you expect to see here?
I expect to see fireworks straight up. I think there's, like I said, Dean Hott coming in the 7th seed could be a bracket buster right away. Going against Bobby right away. Bobby has another tough task in front of him. With the MMA, the wall's uninvolved today. But they're just going to be exciting matches and highlights today. And honestly, Brandon's kind of mad that he lost his opening round at the last end, so he'll get a bye. But it's anyone's ball game, man. And again, whoever's going to take home the belt and the $1,000 is definitely going to earn it. And I can't wait to see the clips. I cannot wait to see the clips.
Absolutely.
So keep on battling.
Well, we do have, don't worry, we're going to have incredible highlight packages here for you today when we get rolling. And then for our amateur team duels here, as always, this is all about getting to the playoffs. So let's take a look at the standings. Again, that dominant performance from Black Hole in the opening team duels of the season. They went out there and they showed why they're the reigning champs. But then we had an incredible performance from Webb as well. Definitely closer matches than the last one. Webb with 2 walk-offs in both their dual matchups. So that's always incredibly exciting. And a lot of teams there in the middle that were scoring points, going 1-1, looking to get to that playoff. For those at home, if you think your team has the best amateurs in the area, let us know. Hit us up. We'll get you in.
Last shot's August 29th. That is the last qualifier.
You got to compete in order to make the playoffs.
Going to the knockout stage after that.
But as we were saying, we got the sitting at 1 right now, Black Hole. We have another champ entering the picture, though, which not to look too far ahead. A Black Hole Dante Rivera potential matchup. If Dante can earn their way there, this could be fireworks, especially with the crowd. And
you look like that, you have the 2 of them, but then you also have Saga sitting right now at 4, right? They took second. They're returning champs. So the field expanded. We're gonna have, at the end of the day, we're going to have 15, 16 teams that try to get into the playoffs. 8 are going to get in. So Hammer Nation hanging on right there at 6. So we'll be watching today. But again, team format is definitely the best thing we get to offer. And by far, every time it's going to get a little better.
I cannot imagine the coaching matchup for Black Hole and Dante Rivera if those 2 are pitted up against each other in the corners. That would be fireworks in and of itself, outside of anything else. I'll give you a quick preview of our bout order coming up here today. We're going to start off with our first amateur duel of the day with Lucky Cat and Revel, and before we head into a couple of our amateur super fights, and then that leads right into the Grand Prix quarterfinals. So a lot of action is going to come to you quick. We have about 25-ish matches today. And as you know, at the house party of Grappling, even though that might sound like a lot, we are going to roll through that here today. And so with that, do not go anywhere. We will be kicking this off any moment now. We'll be right back with the intro and get this thing rolling.
The HCS official rules. Our amateur division are white and blue belts, and our pro division are purple, brown, and black belts. Our regulation times for amateur is 4 minutes, and for our pros, it is 6 minutes. Starting off with the first overtime. The first overtime is 2 1-minute EBI rounds. Time does not matter. We have a 3-second transition period where if the spot is changed, whoever's on offense can either change to a submission or get back to the starting spot, and the round will continue. If after 3 seconds neither a sub or a spot is secured, it will count as an escape. A sub beats an escape beats a ride out. The second overtime is a 3-minute ADCC overtime. First to a dominant position and hold for 3 seconds. The dominant positions are mount, back mount, and side control, and you can also win by a submission. The third overtime is 2 1-minute EBI rounds where time does matter, so the fastest sub or an escape will win. Illegal moves. For amateurs, there are no twisting leg locks or twisting or manipulation of the spine. For our pros, all subs are legal. Regardless of amateur or pro, there is no slamming into the wall or out of a submission. There is also no spiking on the head. You can't slam just to slam, and you must have control and progression of the position. Out of bounds. Fighters are in bounds until both fighters are completely out of the circle. If you have a dominant position, which is mount, back mount, or side control, you can choose to start back on your feet or in a top turtle position. Whether or not you are in a dominant position is up to the discretion of the referee. If you are in a submission, which is at the discretion of the ref, you may choose to start in one of the EBI spots or back on the feet. Any other position, the fighters will start back on their feet in the center of the circle. Stalling rules. If you pull guard, you have 3 seconds to engage, and if you do not engage, you'll be hit with a stall call. If you flee the circle, this will also be a stall call. If you are in a position and you are not advancing and you are just holding position, this can also be counted as a stall call. The first stall is a warning. The second stall, the opponent will get choice of top or bottom turtle. And the third stall, you will be disqualified. These stalls carry throughout the entire duration of the match.
Only trick you. But you gotta throw it in there because
Ladies
I
and
told you that.
gentlemen, welcome to HCS 35 Live from Dante Rivera BJJ in Howell, New Jersey. Today isn't about where you came from. It isn't about what your record says, how many medals hang on your wall, or what anybody expects of you. Tonight is about opportunity. 3 teams have walked through these doors prepared to put their names on the line. Lucky Cat Grappling Co. is here. Revel Jiu-Jitsu is here. And the hometown warriors of Dante Rivera BJJ stand ready to defend their house. Every match matters. Every point matters. Every second matters. And then there's the 185-pound Grand Prix. 7 grapplers, 1 bracket, $1,000 in cold, hard cash. 1 championship that can never be taken away. Some men will walk in tonight thinking they have enough talent to win. Others will rely on heart. But before this night is over, every one of them will discover the same thing. Championships aren't given, they're earned. Through sacrifice, through composure, through the willingness to keep moving forward when your body says stop. Because pressure doesn't build character, it reveals it. So when these athletes step onto the mat tonight, they're not just competing for money or a title, they're competing for a moment they'll remember for the rest of their lives. The lights are on, the stage is set, the house party of grappling has arrived in Howell, New Jersey. This is HCS 35. Let's find out who's ready to rise. Welcome here to HCS 35. As always, I'm the voice of HCS, Zach Baker here, and I got some exciting partners. You can't really see him on camera. George is going to lean in here. We got Chris Sykes and George Whitehead, HCS vets, in the booth with me here later. I think we got some HCS officials joining me in the booth later as well. But, gentlemen, I'm excited to have both of you here inside the circle.
I'm excited to be here. I'm hyped with that intro.
I do my best. I do my best with the intro. No one ever listens. You're always warming up. You never get to lock in my intro.
But when I do lock in and I do listen, you always talking about my stamina.
You'll be looking at us with 2 minutes after a hard flare. You look at the booth and you're like, man, I'm tired. What am I supposed to say? You're saying you're tired. Absolutely. George, welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Very excited for this part today. Probably one of the better Grand Prix I've seen. It's like very stacked.
Absolutely, very deep weight. Noticeably, we don't have our 4-time Grand Prix champion, Andrew Cockle.
Luckily.
Some might have wanted that opportunity to get some get back. I know Brandon Smith, I believe, lost it in the Grand Prix final.
Yeah, I think he beat him at a knockout.
So exactly. So Brandon Smith maybe not saying that. Maybe looking at. We know Andrew's tuning in today. We know Andrew's tuning in today, though. I'm interested in potentially calling out that champ after, so we'll see. But before we get going today, let me highlight some information here for you. I'll find
There's
it.
still people in the bracket looking to get something back on B. Smith himself.
Absolutely. Absolutely exciting stuff here. So here is our HCS 35 main bracket, which I said, again, highlighted by 2 things, our team duels and our Grand Prix. So for the team duels here today, as mentioned, we have Dante Rivera, the host school. They invited Lucky Cat Grappling Co. and Rebel Jiu-Jitsu. Exciting teams. You know that Dante Rivera style. They're going to come out wrestling heavy. They're going to come out kind of making it a fight. That's how Dante Rivera's gym is. They're all scrappy. And so Lucky Cat and Rebel will be ready today. But we'll see them first as they're the first match for the day. So that'll be exciting.
Excited.
That all leads to, of course, our Grand Prix for $1,000 in cold hard cash. You might be seeing the bracket home and see 8 names. Unfortunately, Drew Marsh was a late replacement himself. Did have to pull out for injury. We wish him a speedy recovery. Brandon Smith, the 1 seed, the 185-pound super fight champ, will get a bye. So we'll see that, but then we'll get right after it from there. We have these upcoming events, so keep an eye out for that. We have HCS 36, our last team qualifier. So if you think your team deserves a spot in the team playoffs, you gotta get in our DM so we can get you on that card. That'll be at Rolling Bear Jiu-Jitsu. HCS 37, it's the Hudson Fitness Expo. We're back at that. That was an incredible outdoor event last year. So we'll be back there September 12th. Always looking for opportunity there. I believe we'll highlight that with a 135-pound Grand Prix there. And then HCS 38, as just announced in the pre-show, October 24th at Webb. We'll have a women's only card. That's one of the best events we always put on every year. Webb, Amanda Mazza, kind of hot and spearhead in the hey, let's bring it to her gym. So excited to go to South Jersey there. And with that, we already played you the rule video, so we're ready to get going. We're going to see if our refs are ready to get going. And we are. We're going to bring our teams in for the coin toss.
Who is this? Rebel versus Lucky Cat?
We have Lucky Cat and Rebel here.
So where is Lucky Cat?
That's a great question.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I have no idea. You're asking
News
things.
to me, I know about Rebel.
You're asking things beyond my ability.
Rebel's actually missing like their leader, Samit.
He just won 10-second armbar.
Just went on finishes.
I expect a lot of leg locks from the Rebel guys. A lot of head and arms from Dante guys.
Coin toss is over. The hands have been shaken. Ladies and gentlemen, that means it's time to get the action rolling here at HCS 35. Now let's make sure our competitors actually check in.
Check into the table.
There it is.
Before you come out, check into the table.
Names,
Names in school.
Dariel, Rebel.
Dariel, got you.
And then Nick Nassau, Lucky Cat.
You're good.
Thank you.
All right, we got Nick Nasso out of Lucky Cat in the black and blue shorts. We got Daryl Perez out of Rebel in the black and green.
Okay. You guys ready? Timer ready? Come on.
And we are underway. Our team duels do follow our amateur rule set. That means 4 minutes in the opening round, sub only before we go into our overtime.
Got some wrestlers here.
Yeah, I can see the TCNJ wrestling shorts on. Gives me an idea we might have wrestled. But Nick in with the double under. So sorry. That was there. Nice takedown there by Nick.
Straight into close guard.
Jerry on his back, Nick on top.
For a rebel guy, though, I expect some stuff.
Some leg entanglements.
In our team duels, if you can find that sub in the opening here, that is 3 team points.
Oh, he wants to get that out.
Daryl back to his feet. And I'm just going to take a guess out of the wrestling background here for Nick. When he got that takedown and went right through 2 guard, that's not what he was hoping. He was hoping pass guard all the way down there. Felt uncomfortable, cuts him so he can maybe get back in on another leg attack.
Do we know what belts these gentlemen are?
They're amateurs, so they're going to be white and blue only. The only caveat to that is if they compete in this and they get promoted after this, they can compete as a purple belt in the but they have to be a blue belt as of now. Swing out there from Daryl.
Don't let him control your wrist.
There's some heavy hitting already.
Yes.
You can call people out for being tired.
Hey. I'm just doing my job.
There we go. There you go. Get that under holders. Nice.
Going for double unders. Seems to like that.
You gotta reach for an overload with your right hand. Reach for an overload with your right.
Stop down.
Heavy hand fighting on our feet.
2 minutes.
Get out there. He's breathing hard. Come on.
I'm going to go with Daryl, also has a wrestling background.
Yes, for sure.
Competing like this on his feet.
Both definitely feel comfortable.
Yep.
Like that color guy.
Neither want to give up the takedown.
Throw some feints in, make them think about it.
It looks like
There we go.
There you go.
Corner calling for fates.
And we got about a minute and a half left here in the opening round.
Fighting for a lot of wrist control.
And with that minute and a half, probably you can hear the team starting a little bit more. Good defense there. It looked like Daryl had that takedown. Looking to pass. Daryl does a good job. Not letting him.
Daryl looks like the more comfortable person.
He's in on the leg. Now amateur, no twisting.
Nice.
Back to our feet.
Okay.
Now it's bit up the scratch.
That was a great sweep, though.
You got a minute to work. 1 minute.
Yeah, if I had to guess, Nick probably coming from a more recent wrestling background transition because he's wrestling so strong, but maybe not as yeah. Whereas Daryl, I think has a wrestling background. Yep. Toss, Daryl steps through.
Nick, there's a lot of
There we go. Let's get that up. 35
Is he
seconds.
on that TCNJ team?
I have no idea.
Actually, the shorts might say football,
Oh,
which could also make sense.
yeah.
They confirm if shorts actually say TCNJ football.
Okay.
That could also make sense.
Yeah,
So maybe high school wrestler,
Yeah.
fullback in college, based on the size.
Full back size.
Same.
Big boys.
And we got 5 seconds here in the open period, so we will be heading to overtime. Overtime it is. Nice round of applause from the crowd here. Exciting opening period. Overtime. As always, first one is EBI. Time does not matter. So escape matches escape. Doesn't matter if the first escapes in 1 second, the second one's in 59. They're both escapes. Sub time, same thing. Doesn't matter. Got to match each other. Best the other to win in the overtime here. The sub in overtime is 2 points for the team. A decision in overtime is 1 point.
This is where I see MMA fighters do really well.
The overtimes definitely were like a wrestler, gave him an opportunity to take the back right away. Because if you can't finish him that ride out, it's only a minute. And if you're telling a wrestler he gets overtime for a minute,
Started with the choke, almost done here.
Alex D. Daryl's doing a good job fighting it. He's fighting out the hands. I think his chin's down. It's hard to see from this angle.
His chin is
Shake.
for sure. Legs
Good job getting a leg out. He's got 30 seconds. And there's the escape from Daryl. Looked dangerous at first, but he fights through it. Gets that escape. Nick's now going to have to find an escape to extend this. A ride outward submission does work for Derek. Minute to work. We are underway. It looks like he's getting his back flat. Daryl's hanging on. Pops his head. And there's the escape for Nick Nasso, and we will head to overtime 2. That is our ADCC overtime. 3 minutes on the clock to work. First to a dominant position will win. Mount, side, or back.
Yeah, 3 minutes, right? Start on our feet, and then we're going for dominant position.
And that's why we pay attention to the rule meetings, folks.
First to score dominant position, right? You ready?
Take down and pass.
Time ready? Come on.
We are underway. Now, it'll be interesting to see if we can advance it, because at that opening period, we didn't see anyone get to a dominant position at any point.
No.
Probably see
Back up.
I'd like to see Nick use that front head more. He's gotten in that position a couple times. He's definitely got the strength.
I need to see some more snaps.
Yeah.
A little more angle creations.
No bad shots.
If we don't resolve it here, we will move to our third and final overtime. That's the guy where time does matter.
Daryl, look for trips. Trims.
Tired.
Throws. We need to take
very upper body heavy for a lot of just underhooks versus control.
I kind of want to see Daryl force some action. Maybe just pull and guard and see what happens.
He's been very respectful the whole time.
Responding to the
Very responsive.
And just like that, Daryl finds the takedown into side control, and he does get that dominant position. That is 1 point for Red Bull. And I love that as a commentator, I asked for something. I had a feeling if he just trying to create that action, he's going to find an opportunity. He does.
Joel.
All right, with that, Revel does take the 1 point advantage. Revel sends. We got for Revel, we got Andrew Mosadchuk. He's going to go by Andrew the rest of this.
Eric Jimenez.
From looking up?
Yeah.
Not on my sheet. Are you replacing someone?
Yeah, Michael Casano.
Eric Jimenez?
Yeah.
And we got Eric Jimenez for Lucky Cat.
All right, we got ready? Let's go, boys. Let's go. Ready? Time
We got
ready?
Andrew Osadchuk for Revel and Eric Jimenez for Lucky Cat.
Mike in the drip.
You guys ready?
Lucky 8
Time ready? Come on.
Eric Jimenez in the all black with the black spats. Andrew looks to pull guard right away in the white and green rash guard.
To get back to seated, probably. It looks like he's just trying to get inside the bottom. Controlling feet, pointing them away from them, probably like drags and stuff like that.
Right his hands. Right his hands. Take your feet out. Take your right foot out.
If I was on bottom, I would try to get back to seated. Try to match head height. There you go. He's trying to get back to seated.
Good job fighting guard. Eric Menace on top. Andrew did a good job there scrambling to find his guard.
Looks like he was thinking about getting a K. Let's see what he does here. There he is. Might see a sweep.
No twisting.
Oh, looks like we got a shootout.
It looks like Andrew's more comfortable here.
Yeah.
And as you said with Revel, that might make sense.
He's got a Kyle Taylor.
There's the Andrew Osadchuk drops the hammer, winner by submission. And Revel takes a 4-0 lead. Andrew drops the hammer, winner by submission. That was a nasty leg lock.
Kyle Taylor. That typically beats an in-front wash. When someone gets a Kyle Taylor lock, it's typically much stronger because it's more inside position.
Great stuff there. Lucky Cat will be sending first. Tim McCann. We got Tim McCann for Lucky Cat.
Jaden. Oh, Quan. My bad.
I feel like this guy's gonna pull too.
We got Jaden Kwan for Rebel. Tim McCann in the we got like a gray leopard print rash guard with the rose shorts. Jaden Kwan in the all black for Rebel. Nice headlock there for Tim McCann.
Right to an arm lock.
That's dangerous. Movement quick.
They call this the J lock. Even though it's an arm bar.
Tim McCann has competed for HCS before.
He knew exactly what he wanted.
Pop his head out, he can try and take
I haven't seen a headlock takedown successful since middle school.
And we're back on our feet. Jaden Kwan does a good job defending that on there. Get back up.
Coach Josh knows. You don't go for those. If you're a black belt.
And that headlock, I think we might expect to see that in the highlight package here.
Fireman.
Sweeney FX in the house.
Fireman's carry going crazy. This dude is a wrestler for real.
If not, he's really good at takedowns.
some half guard passing going on. Looks like might want the neck though. Probably gonna look to get past that knee shade somehow.
Extend your leg.
I focus on finding.
Right side under him.
The Rebel guys have shown in future matches before they're good at getting back to guard.
A lot of guard players there. Like I said, they do have a Pan-Ams champ from last year. Guys competed in HCS.
We got 2 minutes.
Actually, we competed against each other in team duels, which was crazy. That was a big weight difference.
Just sitting.
And that's really exciting about the team goals is that chess match your coach has to play. It's a matter of focusing on one guy first that I trust, that I know can give up the weight and still get it done. And as someone who's competed, what's it feel like competing in the team goals versus when you're competing just by yourself?
Oh my gosh, team duels is so much more fun. You're with your team, with your boys. Regardless win or lose, you're having a good time. You're not just competing for yourself. I was a big football guy and also a wrestler, but I understood the importance of supporting your team, being there for each other. Is that it?
I think it was, that's around the neck. That's good bump from Hayden. Incredible work on stage. End up in a dominant position himself. Now, I will say did a good job remembering the time to get to this spot, he might be overextending now that he's getting a little excited. And that comes from that team environment. He heard his team explode when he did it. That adrenaline gets to you sometimes. Maybe you go a little too fast.
Body trial, 25 seconds left. Can you get a shot clock? Can you get a shot clock? 20 seconds.
And we've seen submissions at the last second. That's deep. Tim's got to survive.
8 seconds.
We got 5 seconds. And Jaden Kwan, dangerous at the end there, but Tim McCann survives as we will head to overtime. That was an incredible play late.
Great scrap. Great regular.
That was a fantastic back and forth. And you can kind of tell these two guys are both guys that each team has confidence in and is expecting a victory from. Lucky Cat needs it desperately down 4-0. You need to put points up on the board here in this third one.
Definitely not in a comfortable position.
Jaden will start on the back here in EBI 1.
Like yeah, decent back control. So maybe. As long as those spines stay aligned.
Wide triangles tight there.
He's turned it.
And there's the escape. You only have 3 seconds to respond there. Tim was able to clear his shoulders to the mat that started the count. Jaden only has those 3 seconds to get it back. He got it back probably on that 4th second.
So it's either shoulders or hips.
If you can get your shoulders to the mat, yes. If you get your hips out, that's
Right hand and push his left leg down with his left hand. Good.
It does go down left. You definitely see that.
That's literally the
I would say we see certain refs default sooner than others. That's deep. And there's the tap. And Tim McCann says, listen, let's not make it controversial. I'm just going to settle. And there's 2 points right there. A big 2 points for Lucky Cat as Tim McCann drops the hammer winner by submission in overtime. That was a big win there for Lucky Cat, making it 4-2 as we head into our 4th match of the duel. Great back and forth from each. I believe it's going to be Revel Send.
Jaden Martinez.
We got Jaden Martinez for Revel. Back-to-back Jadens for Revel.
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel Fradkin.
Yep.
We got Emmanuel Fradkin for Lucky Cat. Emmanuel Fradkin in the pink getup. Love the diversity there. Jaden Martinez in the Revel green and white.
We're underway. Are they going to wrestle?
And it looks like we're going to at least hand fight for a little bit.
Yeah. Pink has good wrist control.
Liking the rash guard
Yeah,
sets.
it looks like a bowling ball.
Rolling society.
Nice underhook.
And we've seen a lot of wrestling here from goes for toss. Tries toss. Big takeout for Jaden Martinez there as he's up on top in half guard.
I did not like the position his leg was in for a split second there, but luckily it was a little extended. Almost overextended.
He's looking for the leg. He's hunting the leg.
Might fall back on the ankle.
They both are.
Might belly
Can't
down.
twist.
Belly down on it. Oh, that's
deep.
strong.
He needs hip pressure. He doesn't have the feet on the hips. He's not going to.
We're still in. Still in. That toes in. We're in.
Jaden looks kind of unfazed though.
And we roll out of bounds. Mission is on, I believe. So the submission was in as they rolled out, so he will get to start in the closest PBI, which is going to be armbar here. Obviously, with the leg lock, there's not really a close one between armbar and back, so this is probably more sensible for back. Yeah, no, can't start there.
Ready?
We're underway. Manual starts on that arm. Jaden's gonna have to move quick to get out of this danger.
If you come back from there, or you can get a triangle.
He's going for the leg himself. He's going for the ankle himself.
Sorry about that, Chris. Muted us for a second. Absolutely. We're not even halfway through yet.
Going crazy out there with the mic off.
They use this to go behind if the choke's not working out.
We got just under 2 minutes left.
Right hand a little bit deeper.
Looks like he's trying to set up the darts. And there he hits the one line. See if he can get his hooks in.
130, 90 seconds. Not trying to stand up.
Okay, you got 95
Hold his hips, don't let him get hooked. Hip to hip.
Minute 30 left.
Nice.
Jaden's staying tight. Bringing it back.
I have a feeling that opening flurry got to both.
Oh, he's on the neck. Oh.
High elbow.
That's the he left off.
Back in front head though.
Oh, he's going back at it.
He's in a good defensive
touching
cycle.
that neck.
Both your hands.
Regardless, even if it's recovering, that's like a lot of energy being wasted recovering.
Absolutely. Yeah. I was going to say, that opening 2 minutes was so fast paced for both.
Oh, he's on the neck again.
There's the tag! I don't think I've ever seen that.
Wow.
Emmanuel Fradkin drops the hammer winner by submission with less than 30 seconds on the clock there. And he puts up Lucky Cat up 5-4 heading into this last matchup. That was an incredible. Rear naked without the back.
Yeah, one arm rear naked.
One arm rear naked.
5-4 being down. 0-4.
Absolutely crazy stuff there from both.
Ray Ramon.
We got Ray
They
Ramon for
misspelled
Rebel.
it. Yeah. Jimmy Bruno.
And we got Jimmy Bruno. We got Ray Ramon for Rebel and Jimmy Bruno.
This team bracket, team duel
Plays out.
different.
Jimmy Bruno definitely got the size here in that black camo. Well, I guess that's not camo, that's just guns. We got the Black Rebel, and then we have Ray Ramon, our smaller competitor, as you're hinting at there. But Ray Ramon's coming ready to scrap. Typically, when a team saves their smallest competitor for last, they have a lot of confidence in that small competitor to go out there and get them.
Yeah, I actually used to train with Ray. Looks like he moved down a couple of classes.
Ray is 152, Jimmy weighing at 190. Biggest versus smallest in each team.
Nice reverse De La Hiva. Let's see if
And he says size not threatening.
Oh, he got like a weird standing ankle. Oh, it's gonna be strong. Oh, might twist.
This is where size can come to play.
Don't break it. Ray, stand up. Ray, put your foot on the floor. Ray, stand up. Put your foot on the floor. Ray, stand up.
I need quiet for a second.
And everybody worried.
I was smooth.
Those inside ankle locks are very painful.
That's that team environment. Coaching can get a little intense.
I've been on that side.
Could have a potential knee bar here.
That's what jiu-jitsu is. You should try to break because they have the opposite attack.
Ooh,
A lot of flexion in the
And we separate back to our feet.
Good guy.
And I'll say if Jimmy Bruno went out there thinking, I got 40 pounds on this guy, that's going to be a cakewalk, he's definitely not thinking that anymore.
Go for something crazy.
this Ray.
Yep.
Ray's a scrap. He's definitely came out here to scrap.
He's got good wrist control with that collar tie. So he can beat his opponent.
Nice.
Nice double unders. Nice trip.
Oh! Nice. Jimmy Bruno.
He's using that weight
Yeah,
good.
absolutely. As he should.
Yes. You have the advantage.
Slow knee across the
Yeah,
stomach.
Rebel, they had Jade Martinez at 200, but then other than that, most of their other guys are smaller, so they were going to have to make this type of decision at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe they weren't hoping to do the 40-pound weight cap. Maybe they're hoping for like the 20, but
I think they thought they put him up in points.
yeah, that could have been the thought process they had there.
You can actually get a sub with the cross-face pressure. They call it the shoulder adjustments.
Yeah, Marcus special.
I might not know the jiu-jitsu world, but that's a wrestling cradle.
Might be looking for another show.
Doesn't look like he has the shoulder pressure.
Knee on neck.
That doesn't look comfortable.
God, he calls that the knee of wisdom.
Shoulder of justice.
Ray gives his corner a smile there, though. Lets him know he's all right.
Let's have our hips facing.
Scrambling.
Ray, tough man to submit.
Absolutely.
Let's go, Ray.
40 seconds.
Trying to set something up there.
Ray, you're good.
That's the crucifix again. This is the second time we're seeing that. Might get another check from there.
That's deep.
Kind of a face crush.
Just crank it. Just crank it.
He almost got it.
Ray finds a way out. Ray Ramon's very resilient. He's got 10 seconds. I don't think he's got enough time for the triangle.
I don't know. This is tight. This is tight.
It is tight. 5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And Ray Ramon survives. Now, I will say, these overtime rule sets could be challenging as a smaller competitor here.
Especially if he gets the body.
I think Ray's got to go armbar, right?
Ray should go on.
Yeah, Ray when it's his choice. He's taking the back.
He
We'll
wants
see
to
if
slay the giant.
it pays off.
He might be a backpack though.
Yeah, he could be.
Jump. Big jab.
That's great coaching right there. Choke. And he escapes right away. Jimmy Bruno out quickly there. We'll see if that decision comes back to bite him. As now Ray's gonna have to find a way out. But Jimmy Bruno may have opened the door by giving an armbar. That's less control. Now it's more dangerous, but less control. So if Ray can clear that elbow right away. Oh, now it's quick. Jimmy Bruno drops the hammer. Winner by overtime submission, and that is a 7-4 win for Lucky Cat.
Honestly, I thought with Ray's explosive movement.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, but I mean, when a guy that size pulls your arm like that, especially we were, 6 minutes in at that point. He's been dealing with 40 pounds extra that whole time, so it could have been fatigued. A great fight from Ray Ramon, but better performance from Grand Prix. Bruno as he drops the hammer, winner by submission. Lucky Cat, your winner against Rebel, 7-4. 7-4 win for Lucky Cat there. Great back and forth. From there, we will be moving on to our next. It's on the other side of this. We're looking into our next fight. We have Marco Basanti versus Sean Young. We'll have Marco Basanti up against Sean Young here in our second match. This is an amateur super fight. Waiting for Sean, I believe.
Yes, sir.
And there it is. We're ready to get
Where's
going.
Sweeney? Look at this guy. I've known him when he had no hair on his balls. Now look at him.
Sean Young in the all purple. Marco in the black and white.
Sean Young is very tough.
Yeah, we got amateurs here for the next two.
Very active competitor. Sean is.
Where does he train?
I've seen him train compete on Arena, HCS. I think even finish us.
Might be South Jersey.
We are underway here. 4 minutes to work. Nice. All right, so Sean got some wrestling. So it looks like Marco's comfortable there too.
Both working for the underhooks. Heavy collar ties right now.
Double collar ties.
We're just talking about a heavy bag. Got to hit it, right? Nice inside trip from Sean. That was an incredible inside trip.
And avoids the close guard too. See if he can get past his knee shield. He's check to check. Shin pummel would work well here. Oh, he looks like he's going to a submission.
That looks getting dangerous.
Mounted darts.
And there's the tap. Sean Young drops the hammer. He says, belt me.
What weight is this?
I don't know what weight this is, honestly. That was 165.
Does that mean he would go against
165.
5. Oh, he wants to go.
He looked too right in the face.
You I like that.
Sean Young drops the hammer. Winner by submission. Impressive stuff. As he does the discount double check, looking over at Chris in the booth.
I mean, trying to remix the original is never really good.
Absolutely. Impressive stuff there from Sean Young as he wins by submission. And we're moving to our next one. We have Jalen Badillo.
That's my guy. You have a coach?
Jalen.
I'm about to go coach.
That's Jalen. And we are underway. Jalen Badillo versus Giorgio Barliani. I believe Jalen is the one in the black.
Yeah, Jalen in the black.
Jalen in the black, Giorgio in the pink.
Jalen had a match.
Chris Sykes pops out the booth and blocks the camera right away. Giorgio, I believe, being coached by Iso, who we'll see next as well.
Yeah, Iso's a beast. Undefeated pro fighter.
Yeah, it's always exciting when we get guys that grappling.
Andy's a bare knuckle. Jalen very athletic. Good hand fighting. This is better hand fighting.
We've seen Jalen inside the circle. He's done very well. He was in our Ironman tournament, I believe.
I think we're going to see a big take.
Hopefully someone reacts and sees this first.
Chris calling for that position, a good elbow pass.
Clearly both again comfortable with the rest of my wrestlers here today.
Yeah. Watch that elbow pass.
Underhook is there. Underhook is there.
This one frequent.
Good arm drag attempt.
We're good. We're good.
Mercy grips.
Bye-bye. Nice. And you gotta move your feet.
Heavy collar ties here from Georgie.
Might see another elbow pass. Loses it. This is a lot cleaner hand fighting.
Yeah.
For an amateur
Looks
match.
for an arm drag there. Right into the shot there. Both very comfortable. Kind of hard to get past against either's head-hand defense. And there's that MMA stance we just saw there. Standing up, swaying a little bit. Starting to feel himself.
Nice. Beautiful elbow pass. Just misses the leg.
Some very impressive hand fighting going on. Obviously, it might be hard to convey on the screen at home. But both are really, really impressed with the hand fighting here. That's a heavy collar tie. Georgie's looking for these trips. That's the third time we've seen him look for a trip there.
Just like his coach.
Yep. Excellent little eye poke there, but all seems well. As we have about 1 minute here to work.
Every time he collar ties Jason.
Good shot, but better stuff. And honest, like I've never seen this high level of hand fighting inside the circle not result in a takedown.
Yeah.
Because they are both incredible at this hand fighting, and it's not creating any opportunities.
Jalen's controlling that wrist every time he gets collar tied, which is stopping his opponent from moving. But at the same time, he's aware of the elbow.
Good shot, good stuff. And like with Jalen, we've seen him have that arm drag a couple times, and he's hitting it. typically, if you hit 3 clean arm drags, one of them takedown, and he gets to Georgie's hips, and he's like a stone wall.
Yeah. That's that. He's got to be doing judo.
Yeah, I was saying he's standing up straight. He's very confident. If someone gets to his hips, it's not going to matter. We just saw an entire opening round on him. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in this overtime here.
Yeah.
As we had 3 seconds left. Another shot, another stuff. And we go out of bounds. Clock's up. It'll be very interesting to see what these overtimes look like because we've seen nothing on the mat.
It's so steep. It's going to have pretty good back control.
You would imagine. But honestly, I think they both are going to have pretty good back control.
Yeah.
And Jalen will have the opportunity first as he's on the back here to start. 205 matchup.
And that's my weight class.
We're underway.
Let's close it up. Let's close it up. Let's close it up. Body triangle. Body triangle. Let's close it up. Attack. Close it up. Keep that head under the nut.
Jalen's kind of using his feet, spreading Georgie's legs apart there, it seems. As he loses a grip real quick, but gets his hip back in.
Body triangle.
Not quite under yet. It's across the face.
Smashing the face.
But that isn't comfy.
Get under. Get under.
30 seconds.
Yeah, you can just keep threatening it and just try and hold on.
And by threatening, it also makes that ride out portion easier. Because you have to worry about the choking up, a much opportunity to get out. But Georgie explodes real quick and finds his escape as we talk about it, of course. That is an escape for Georgie, as he will now, as we assume, take the back end. Minutes work. Jalen has to find an escape here to continue this. We're underway.
Turn in.
Georgie looking for the body triangle. Doesn't quite get it. And he just now he has it.
You guys can body triangle.
Turn in. Good.
Okay. Breaks the body triangle. Finds his way out. Oh! And he looks for that 3 seconds to get the submission, but he doesn't get it on in time. You have again, when you separate position, you have 3 seconds here to work in HCS. That armbar got on in about 3.5 seconds. Just outside that window there. That was smart work from Georgie there as he looked to continue there, but good escape by Jalen as we're now in our ADCC overtime. 3 minutes to work. First to a dominant position, backside or mount.
Throw it by.
Takedown this time.
Maybe. We didn't see one, but we're in on our first shot.
Watch your neck. Move your feet.
Georgie going for the toss. Steps through. Trip. Off the side. Not yet, though. And there it is. A beautiful shot from Jalen. Sets up an even better trip from Georgie as he's able to find the dominant side control position. And that is a ADCC overtime win for Georgie. But that was an incredible back and forth from both.
Sam, 1 month ago you were 145.
I don't have pockets.
Yeah, Sam was huge. Oh, he's in Oasis gear. I didn't know.
And with that, folks, we will be heading to our Grand Prix matchups. Our round 1, are we doing, Josh, does Brandon get his hand raised? Brandon? All right, Brandon Smith does, again, receive the bye. He will be in the semifinals. And our first matchup here is going to be Itzo Mabudazi against Sam Vore. Itzo versus Sam. And before we get going, we're going to show you again the bracket here so everyone's aware of what we're looking at. This is our 4-5 matchup here in the bracket. Winner takes on Brandon Smith. And we are ready to get going. This will be a pro rule set here for the Grand Prix. That means 6 minutes on the clock.
All the marbles right here.
We're underway. Itzo in the white paint splatter. Sam Vorb in the all black. And it was maybe mentioned here in the crowd. Sam Vorb looking thick.
Ooh. Beautiful arm drag to single. But Sam's comfortable on bottom.
Good takedown there from Itzo. And Itzo, again, one of those MMA guys who likes to keep his jiu-jitsu sharp. No.
Itzo is very, I've felt his strength.
Yeah.
Very strong grip strength.
And listen, when we have, those Eastern European competitors, they're typically hammers.
Yeah. I mean, undefeated pro fighter.
Yep. Absolutely. Inside the circle here, Itzo's 2-1 with a submission. Sam Vorb is 1-1, also with a sub.
You know who Itzo lost to?
I don't know. I believe it was in another Grand Prix, so it might have been like a cop.
Oh yeah, it was Kyle Myers.
There, yeah,
Go-Go.
that makes sense.
Looks like he's more in his weight class.
Yep. And again, no shame to lose to Kyle Myers.
Yeah.
Guys,
Those are some big dudes.
guys, a beast, our absolute super fight champion, Kyle Myers.
Itzo has no problem staying here.
Nope.
Like he's fine with cooking. Yeah, cooking and then waiting till overtime or looking for a submission. I don't think he cares after that.
I would say that. Absolutely.
And around the mat, all of our Grand Prix competitors, you can tell after the start of this one, all kind of sat forward, locked in, doing a little scouting here. Brandon Smith front and center, looking at his next opponent here.
He's locked in. Scouting. I think I did hear some chat about Sam Corbett calling out B. Smith in the DMs.
Everyone's always calling out the champ, you know? You got it.
Sam got his, he almost had his butterfly guard back, but it looks like back in normal half. His wrist is being controlled. It's a thing.
That
grip.
That grip is.
Bro, it's so hard to get rid of that.
That's very dangerous.
Back to a knee shield.
The next one you're in. Actually, I think I misspoke at the beginning of this. It is pro rule set, but since it's the Grand Prix, it is 8 minutes on the clock, not 6. So a lot of time to work here. And we definitely see the differences when we go from amateur to pro and then our extended pro for our champ matchups. At amateur, there's no time to waste. You got to go, because you only got 4 minutes to work. Pro, still not a lot of time, 6 minutes, but a little bit more time to feel each other out. When we get to the 8 minutes, especially when we have our high-level belts, you see them play that game for the first few minutes of just kind of feeling out their opponent, understanding what they're about before typically we see that late scramble that second half of the period. That's very, very tight top pressure here from Itzo. Here, a grunt from Sam, I think.
Probably see some kipping if Sam can get his elbows free. But if not, he might be stuck there.
Some big breaths here from Sam.
Halfway.
Itzo doing a good job just smothering him on top.
Itzo looking very dominant. Has the control. Very top heavy.
Might see an basic Americana, something like that.
And are we going for Mother's Day?
Maybe.
Because that would be. We've only seen that at the heaviest of weights.
Try to pendulum. Bring those elbows.
This
Looking for a gift wrap.
this top pressure from Itzo is relentless.
It's looking like a gift wrap.
It looks like he's trying to take the back here.
He's going for that gift wrap. Seatbelt.
And there it is.
Belly down. He puts in that body triangle.
And he's got 3 minutes to work here. That's a long time.
He's been having that grip on the wrist
Yep.
the whole time.
And you would think most normal people, their grip would eventually go. It does. I don't get that feeling that Itzo's ever going to have a problem keeping that grip up.
If he isn't,
Sam Borg talking to the spectators. Both competitors talking now. Itzo talking to Dante Rivera now.
everybody's having a good time.
Oh, what's up, man?
Except maybe Sam. I don't know how fun this is.
Almost 2 minutes. I didn't know Sam was with.
Somebody get this kid a hat.
2 minutes to work, and we roll out of bounds. We are in dominant position, so we will start in the top turtle.
No hooks, grip. Ready?
We are underway, 2 minutes to work. And we're going right back to the back. Oh, and this time around the neck.
That's gotta be brutal.
And we roll out of bounds. We'll see if the sub is in.
That was the second roll out of bounds.
Yep. The first one, I don't think we have to worry about the stall call because it was a natural progression out of bounds. That one, he did roll his way out. So if he does that again, that's why I think we'll see the stall come in. And the sub was in, so we'll start in the back this time. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not in English. So I can't tell you at home what the corner's calling for, but they're asking for something.
To get out. Try something.
Sam looking to lower his weight. And even if Itzo's not able to find that submission here in the opening round, this is just tiring work for Sam having to defend this off the whole time.
Minute left. Let's see.
It has been 8 minutes of pressure.
Straight dominance.
Usually, I think you put in a body triangle. Looks like. Oh, might go to a.
Well,
Anchoring yourself to Sam really well.
I mean, Sam is going to have a shot at.
And I think he's going to have to come in the EBI because based on how this opening round, ADCC might not take kindly.
I don't know if Ito, that was very smart of Ito.
Yeah, 20 seconds here left, 20 seconds.
What I do know is both these gentlemen are very tired going against these smart.
Absolutely. And we know, Brandon Smith, the competitor, he was a little disappointed his opponent had to pull out this morning. Didn't want to take that bye, but he's going to be the fresher fighter in his match, for sure. Great opening period from both. That was a fantastic 8 minutes as we will go to overtime. Sam going to take offense here to start. I believe that to be wise. And he's going to take the back.
See if he has any stamina.
And we are underway. And it'll be interesting to see this first time Sam's in the dominant position, not Itzo. And Sam seems like he might be content for a ride out.
Yeah.
Itzo not having urgency yet.
Slowly trying to miss him.
Yep. And that's kind of how he worked the first period. He just very slowly, methodically just moved his way out of positions. But Sam's definitely strong. But there's the escape. Itzo finds that escape. And we'll see if Sam can find a way out here because he wasn't able to in the first. No, time doesn't matter in the first EBI. So any escape, Sam will extend it. If not, Itzo wins. Underway here, minute to work. And that's dangerous. Oh. We roll out of bounds. We'll start on the back again. I have about 48 seconds to work. We're underway. It's just.
Stall, Sam.
Sam Vore petitioning, saying he's not stalling, but that was his fourth time rolling out of bounds. Kind of hard not to give it to him. Doesn't really matter at this point because he still needs to find his way out.
That's how you escape it.
That's not how you escape back.
And rolling like that, even if you don't call it, it's not helping them. All it's doing is putting them back in the middle, resetting the grip. Like it's not a big enough circle to just roll around forever and hope that you can get out. And as we saw from the first 8 minutes, Ito's pressure's a lot to deal with.
It can be a good way to create misalignment, but it's too
Yeah,
good.
he's so good at following. And with that, we will have a ride out there for Ito as he will move on to the semifinals against Brandon Smith.
That'll be good.
And that'll be an absolute barn burner. Great stuff from both. Dominant performance from Ito as he moves on to the semifinal against Brandon Smith.
Oh yeah, Justin,
We'll take a look at
you're
the
my second. You can hold
bracket once again here as we hop to the other side. On the other side of the bracket, we have our 3-6 matchup. We have Matt DeVore up against Jaden Duplessis.
Good. Good. Ready? Come on.
We are underway. Jaden, our shirtless competitor. Matt in the black and blue.
I've rolled in that before and just looked for a lot of legs.
And for you at home, that's referee Luke Zippel joining the booth, along with Justin Wells. We got double ref action here in the booth. Chris and George are both coaching Matt right now, so we want to give that opportunity. We got our refs up in the booth, so any technical questions, put in the comments. Jaden Duplessis fresh off a loss to Brandon Smith for the 185-pound super fight title. So he's looking for some get back today, but he's going to have to get through Matt first. And we, in our last match, we saw Brandon Smith sit Matt's side watching every moment of that match. And I just panned to the corner. He's already working with coaches in the back going over what they just saw. So he's getting prepped for Ito, who looked very, very good. And we are in pro rules, so twisting everything like that's fine.
Beautiful.
That looks dangerous there, as you can see. It doesn't look comfy. And there's the tag. Matt DeVore drops the hammer, winner by submission, as he will advance to the semifinals as he awaits the winner of Bobby Reardon and Dean Hott. Our refs are hopping out of the booth. They'll be back later, though, for that semi matchup as we'll welcome back George Whitehead into the booth. Yeah, absolutely impressive performance from your boy Matt there. And now a highly anticipated one, as it will be Bobby Reardon up against Dean Hott, the unknown newcomer. Dean Hott up against Bobby Reardon. Bobby in the all black, the HCS veteran. Dean Hott looking to show up against the 2 seed here. Bobby is 8-4 as a pro inside the circle, 6-3 as an amateur, 13 total subs, an amateur invitational winner, a wild card champion. But Dean Hott is bringing it to him right away.
Yeah, his heel's wide open. See if Bobby notices.
Sam Vorb with the colorful language coaching up Bobby in the corner there.
Got to get weighted on that foot.
And Dean is attacking relentlessly here to start.
Oh, we might see a heel hook here. Oh, there it is.
And there's the tap. Dean Hott drops the hammer, winner by submission. And he makes quick work there of Bobby Reardon. That was the most impressive debut in HCS history.
Yeah.
With a guy that has that many competitions inside the booth, inside the circle. You know he knows this game. You know he's always a competitor, and come out there and dominate like that. It's impressive stuff there from Dean Hott as he will advance to the semifinal against Matt. And that's a hell of a matchup there. Dean versus Matt's going to be a fun semifinal.
A lot of people struggle with that type of lankiness.
Yeah, absolutely. And he quickly was using his feet to create odd space, awkward positions that Bobby just wasn't ready for. But with that, we will move to our second team duel, this time featuring the host Dante Rivera, as they'll take on Revel here in our next matchup. we'll show you the teams once again. As I just said, we have Dante Rivera, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, up against Revel Jiu-Jitsu. Revel we just saw in a close loss to Lucky Cat, as Lucky Cat made the comeback up this time against Dante Rivera.
I mean, if you want to leave, yeah.
Chris Sykes, I believe, has started his warm-up now as he's the main event of the evening. So we will see him come back to the booth later on. Teams just shook hands, and we're going to get this action ready to roll here. Dante Rivera says, I don't need your coin toss. Let Revel pick send. And that's what comes from confidence in your team and your preparation. Revel denies the check in. We got Ben Kelly.
Ray the true title.
And Ray. We got Ben Kelly of Dante Rivera up against Ray Ramon. And Ray here now competing against a guy more his size. Right? Last one we saw him go up 40 pounds, showed a lot of great stuff there, but now he's got someone more his size, so we'll see if that plays out. As Ray Ramon actually has the size advantage, about 10 pounds.
Nice.
Nice, Ray.
And we're moving quick early. Ray to the back.
Very scrappy. Oh, interesting.
Ben on the leg. We are amateurs, so he does have to keep it straight. That was an incredible back take.
That was.
And that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. And there's the tap. Ben Kelly drops the hammer winner by rear naked choke as he puts Dante Rivera on the board with a quick 3 points. That was impressive work by Ben Kelly. Ray looked good with that opening takedown, but an incredible back take right into that rear naked for Ben Kelly. Absolutely impressive stuff there from Dante Rivera's opening matchup. Check in. Check in. Check in.
O'Brien or Octane, they spelled it wrong.
What was his name?
O'Brien or
Gotcha.
Definitely going to see wrestling.
We got Mikey O'Brien for Dante Rivera, shirtless here. And we got Daryl Jerez in the black and green for Revel.
Oh.
And Daryl looked very good on his feet. We saw him very comfortable in his matchup as he did win. But that is a hell of a toss from Mikey O'Brien.
Second headline.
Daryl Jerez won by throw in the ADCC overtime in his first one.
Yeah.
He had that nice throw in his side there. So he's definitely comfortable, but Mikey O'Brien just launched him. And there's the tap. And Mikey O'Brien drops the hammer winner by submission. Another quick submission for Dante Rivera, and they haven't competed here in a couple of years. Last time they competed, they won, and they're picking up right where they left off with a 6-0 lead, and they look impressive.
That's what I like to see.
Name?
Ricardo Azucar.
We got Ricardo Azucar for Dante Rivera, and we got Jaden Kwan for Revel. Ricardo in the black and gray. Jaden in the all black. Jaden has about a 15-pound advantage here, and he's right on the back.
Right on the choke, too.
And that's deep again. This Dante Rivera team says they want to get out here quick. As Ricardo Azucar drops the hammer, winner by rear naked choke as we move to 9-0. And folks, I don't want to jinx anything, but the team points record is within earshot. It's 14, I believe.
Jose.
We got Jose Rodriguez.
Jaden Martinez.
That's Jaden Martinez. Jose Rodriguez out of Dante.
Is that Black Hole's record?
Yes, Black Hole has the record. And we are underway here as Jose in on a big takedown right away.
I guess they're not exactly.
Oh, what? Cheated in on the leg.
Hey, Chino, listen to me. Take your time, push the leg down.
Jose completely just stops, looks at his coaching, gets his coaching while his leg's in danger. That's something coaching.
Circle, Chino. Stay on the
I'm getting, I believe we got a nickname for Jose. This is Cheetah.
Not MMA.
Dante Rivera with a quick reminder, we cannot strike.
Go north south. Go. North south right there. Go for it.
Just a quick reminder here, this is a sub-only tournament.
Put it north south. Scroll, Chino. Scroll up.
And we have officially hit the longest match of this team duel so far. 1 minute in.
Chino, left arm under his head. Explore the left leg out.
And what Jaden Martinez is doing here is he's doing a good job of threatening Jose to slow him down. Because these Dante guys are coming out relentlessly fast. And as I say that, of course, we reposition.
Bring it to the bicep. Bring your bicep to the head. Chino, rush.
Nice.
Now let's keep
Chino,
going.
you get it.
And there's the tap. Jose Rodriguez drops the hammer as he wins by Gilly, and I believe the record's 14. The record is held tied with Black Hole. The record is we got Damian Robotowski for Dante Rivera. And we got Andrew Osenchuk for Rebel, and it is 12-0. The record is 14 held by both Dante and Black Hole. No one has ever gone 5-5 on subs, and Andrew Osenchuk is going to do his best to make sure that remains the case.
Hey, Damian, north south, Joe. All the way north south.
Right to a dart, right to a dart.
And that's deep. And there's the tap. Damian drops the hammer, winner by submission. Make that 15-0. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the team record. It can officially never be beaten as they put up the most amount of points you can in one go. Lucky Cat has to be ready to participate after watching what they just saw. Dante Rivera shouting for Brandon Smith, let him know, hey, we're only subbing today. Absolutely dominant performance from Dante Rivera. We just saw 5 matches in a span of about 7 minutes, all finished by submission, 15-0. That was the best team duel performance we have ever seen. That was incredible. It was so fast that I don't think I did a good enough job describing to you at home that was dominant.
There's going to be a lot of wrestling in this match.
That was incredible work. But with that, we are going to go to our first semifinal. We are going to have Brandon Smith up against Itzo. And we are underway. Brandon Smith in the black and pink, Itzo in his white splatter.
Brandon, remember what I told you? Leave one first, all right?
And this is an absolute banger of a matchup. Itzo just came off a performance where he just looked incredibly dominant against a very tough Sanford. Brandon Smith is champion at 185. He's made a Grand Prix final before, so he's absolutely a game competitor. This is definitely an exciting one.
Definitely not a matchup where you'd see leg locks.
No, we're going to see a lot of work in our feet, I think. Neither one of them is going to really want to concede for at least a little bit. We might eventually see one of them try to force action by pulling, but not for a while.
Yeah. I'd expect more sweeps.
Yep.
Maybe more shots from Brandon.
But Brandon definitely, with that wrestling background, it's going to be harder to sweep someone like him.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Brandon uses his knee to clear that grip off. Yeah, that's how you can tell how tight it is. He had to use his leg to fight off a hand.
Brandon, remember what I told you, okay? ain't gonna get him off balance with his head.
Dante Rivera letting you know the traditional ways of trying to fake out your opponent not going to work on it. So you're going to have to create some pressure there. As Brandon does look for the underhook, Ito clears it right away though.
They're gonna make him react. And stay on the head. Let's go.
Outside singles, yours.
Rated wish.
Man, 6'10". Remember what I told you, okay?
So with control. See him trying to get out of that grip.
And that grip must be just terrible to deal with. That you've seen the physical reactions by Sam and now Brandon to the strength of Ito. And as expected, we're about 2.5 minutes in. And we've seen a lot of work on the feet. And I think that's going to continue at least until like 2-3 minutes left before we might see someone try to create something else.
Hey, you gotta fucking commit, Brandon. What the fuck?
Brandon had some good jukes there. Dante Rivera wants to see him finish that. Uses some colorful language to display that.
Let's go.
And I do think this could come down to who is able to get to their opponent on their back first. Just because both are going to be very hard to deal with if they're on top of you.
Yeah, we still got 5 minutes.
Still 5 minutes left. Yep.
Zero points. No subs, Brandon, so there's no points, so you gotta go for something. Let's go. Yeah, okay, that's what
Ito in on the leg. Brandon fights it off, circling in.
Do it again, Brandon. Let him take it.
And Ito just keeps coming forward.
He's got that collar too, but he's just
Yeah. And as you can see, that was a beautiful duck attempt from Brandon, but that wrist control on the outside by Ito with just one hand, he can't get past it.
Come on, Brandon.
Good snap from Brandon there. And that's the first time we've seen Ito break a little bit of the movement there.
Yeah.
That was a good clean snap from Brandon.
Right, you guys, Brandon, let's go. Can't go, Brandon. Hands right up.
Let's see if that snap gave Brandon a little bit more confidence on his leg attacks.
Again. Again. Forward,
I think
forward.
Ito might be ready.
Good snap by Ito. Yeah, Ito's now back in it. He was like, hey, you got that one, but it's not going to happen again. That's a leg kick. We'll call that a trick attempt.
From the other one.
Over under.
From the other one. Stay on it. Keep fighting
Ito
that
doing a
way.
good job of framing with his head on that side, though.
Yeah.
It's hard to finish when your head's on the opposite side of your underhook.
Guard, Brandon. Breathe. Got it. Look at me.
Now we have seen both competitors
Gotta trust me.
compete often inside the circle. Neither's going to get tired.
You've seen that same tie up the secondary.
Brandon.
So starting to straighten up in his stance. Good shot, good stuff. And like I said, we hit that 3-minute mark. Now we're going to see a little bit more of an urgency from the competitors now to start creating some action. Good snap.
Switch. I'll coach you so you coach Brandon.
Dante Rivera offers Ito's coach an opportunity to switch with the coach.
Dig deep. You gotta dig the right one deep, and you gotta go for something. It's 2 minutes again.
Over under.
Brandon swims inside. Ito squares up again.
Let's go, Brandon.
That same.
Nice. There it is. There it is on the neck.
Beautiful.
That was great work on the feet there. He's jumping that gilly. Great, good defense from Ito there, but that was a nice explosion. And we finally see some action there. And that was all started by just an incredible snap juke combination there. Get it on the head.
Brandon, you gotta push the pace now. Let's go. Great to grip and push.
That's the type of submission and
I want to see pace. No good to go. Let's go. Let's go.
I do think Brandon Smith also an MMA guy.
Oh, yeah.
Pushing him back. Keep pushing
So,
him
I think
back.
he has 2 belts or something.
Yeah.
I saw him win one at
Dante Rivera gets kicked because he's sitting too close to the circle.
Keep pushing that pace, Brandon.
Keep circling.
Good job, Brandon.
I actually think I saw him win a fight.
Good move. 14 shots to none. A minute. Stay on that head. Stay on that head.
We have 1 minute left to work here in our opening period. He's a very methodical competitor. We saw him against Sam too. Even though he was getting to these dominant positions, he does it in a way that looks like nothing's happening. All of a sudden, little adjustment. He's in that dominant position. But with someone like Brandon Smith, you have to get past that initial defense, which is going to be tough to do. But Brandon's definitely pushing pace here. That was a beautiful shot by Brandon, but eats away on the neck. That's deep. 30 seconds. I don't think it's fully in. It is.
Fight the hands. Brandon, fight the hands with your hand and then bridge. Keep your hand on
I think there's a little bit of space there. I think Brandon's getting some breaths in. And he's out. 15 seconds. That was a very nice shot. Better reaction by Ito to get on that neck. He is in full mount now, but we got about 10 seconds. Probably going over.
They're both pretty similar.
Yeah. Definitely similar styles.
2, 1.
Oh, a contact as well. Brandon Smith loses a contact and gets a bloody lip in that exchange. Brandon Smith's going to start on the back here.
Your offense. You hear me, brother? Stop it. You got no pressure. Come on.
We're underway. Brandon Smith looking for the body triangle. Ito stepping over the foot.
Is he going to try? Yeah, he's got to have a little more urgency. I mean, it's fine for Brandon if Itzo just stays here.
Yeah, but we saw this in his first one. He waited about 30 seconds and just exploded out.
We'll see.
30.
Probably about to see something.
20 seconds. That can be deep. And with the sub, and even if he loses the back position, if you have a sub in, that's in. 9 seconds.
5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that is a ride out for Brandon Smith. That was great work here. We've seen Brandon Smith in our overtime. She's never been ridden. We'll see if that continues. Ito's definitely going to be a tough guy to get out on, but if he can do it, that's an advancement to finals for Brandon Smith. Ito has to ride him out here to continue.
He gets that body triangle.
I got you. Ready? 3, 2. Come on. And his back to the mat first. Look at this. His back to the spot.
The body triangle deep.
It'll be an interesting.
Brandon Smith steps over.
Your right leg, get under his leg. Get under his heel. Get under his heel.
Brandon, you gotta get your right leg under his foot so we can break that over.
Nice job, Brandon.
This is tight.
This is a very, very tight position.
This to me, I wasn't
I would like to see Ito with a little bit more energy to win. He's got a deep position.
Yeah, he could go for it.
And he hasn't really tried to threaten choking him. 15 seconds.
Away from the lock.
That body triangle's deep. 10 seconds.
10 seconds, Brandon.
And it looks like we're going to have another ride out. And that is another ride out as we will move to the ADCC overtime. And that's 3 more minutes away. They've been in this for 10 minutes now. 3 more minutes on the clock. And we really didn't see anyone getting close to that ADCC until the last little burst there at the end of the opening. Other than that, it was very even on the feet. First to a dominant position will win backside or mount. As always, the sub trumps everything.
They've both been in this water.
Absolutely.
That's the thing. They can be tired, but it doesn't matter.
Yep. And they're both tough people who have been in the water competition, but they're also in their doctors in their rooms. Obviously, Brandon Smith from Dante Rivera, you've seen how they've been competing today. He's going through this everyday practice, and Itzo, same thing. He's the same type of situation where they will probably tell you practice is harder than the competition.
Is that wrist control again?
And there's that need to get out again. Oh,
Nice.
and Itzo timed it on that one. Roll out of bounds. Back on our feet. Sub wasn't in yet. No one was in dominant position yet. As that takedown took them out of bounds. We're back underway. And Brandon's got to be careful now using his knee to clear that wrist control because Itzo's timing it now.
Yeah, that was good.
That was all Itzo timing there. Good. Good leg kick. Again, folks, that is a trip attempt. And I will say, Itzo's showing the first signs that he might actually be able to get tired. I'm not saying he's tired yet. He's showing signs that he might be able to get tired eventually.
Yeah, he weighs 200 pounds.
Let's go.
Good shot there from Brandon. Outside single. Good top pressure from Itzo there to square up. We're now 12 minutes in, and this is $1,000 on the line.
Hands on the head, Benjamin. He moves, you move, okay?
That'll always make them better.
Fight the wrist. Fight the hands. Let's go. Get your thumb on the ring.
And we're entering the part of this where it's all about
When he
hard.
moves, you move. You stay
We're
still.
now getting out of the point where technique's in savior. Technique's probably going to be a little sloppier for both of them. Good. Launch doesn't in yet. Right on the leg. Right forward. That's one hook. That's one hook. Yeah, you need two hooks. Brandon in on the leg. And we're back to our feet. Itzo does let out a big pressure there. 20 seconds. And that was a hell of a scrap. And the crowd came alive with that one. And we will be going to EBI 3. Now, folks, first time getting here today, time matters now. So we will time how fast that escape is. We'll time how fast that sub is, right? Time does matter here. And timing with that.
Just don't want to miss.
Defense, back her on. Back her on, offense.
All right, Itzo's changing it up. He's going to choose the arm here. Again, that's one of those sub easier, but escapes easier as well.
It's going to be interesting.
That grip, though.
Big explosion.
Oh, Brandon steps right over.
Puts himself in the saddle.
Sit up, Brandon. Brandon, put your knees on that. You're out. You're out, Brandon. Push his foot down. Brandon, push his foot down.
Oh, that's deep. And there's the tap. Josh, okay, 18. I had 19. He's good. All right, so that was a sub by Itzo, an impressive sub, 18 seconds in. Brandon's going to have to find a sub quicker than 18 seconds in order to advance here. And I got to be honest, if I had to find a sub within 18 seconds, I would not choose back.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Left arm to his right arm push down.
What I got more shit.
Left arm, grab his hand.
Time.
And there it is, folks. With that, Ito takes out the champ, and he advances to the final. And Ito is going to be a competitor that is hard to beat. That was impressive stuff there for Ito taking out the champ.
Yes. Bring it.
Impressive work there as he moves over into the final. And it will be, let me hide that, Matt Davario against Dean Hott. And this should be an explosive one, both with quick submissions in their first one. So we'll see who can come out on top here. Matt Davario, Dean Hott. Matt in the black and blue, Dean in the black and tan. Absolutely. Both one on a leg lock. Both attacked it right away. Both found it right away. So it'll be interesting to see if they're both still looking for that leg, or if when you're going against another leg guy, you know you're being threat too if you avoid it. Our ref's wiping up the mat out of that long one there. That was
As good as it's going to get.
8, 10, 13. That was about 15 minutes there. We are underway.
I'm already looking to play this.
Again, Dean Hott, that unknown. He made his HCS debut today, and he came out impressively taking out the experienced Bobby Reardon. And that is flexibility. That was a deep split we were just in. Dean and Matt talking to each other. Seem cordial. As Dean's on the leg.
Keep fighting hands. Fight hands if you need to.
Oh, man, inside! Inside, Matt! Get him, Matt! Get him, Matt!
Co-main Chris Sykes. Hyped up for his boy, Matt. Yep.
Watch your own. Good. Beautiful, Matt.
He looks worried! He was just talking!
Yeah, nice there, Matt. Don't worry about it.
I like these guys. Watch that back take. Watch that back take. We can re-attack too. Get an ankle lock grip. Ankle lock grip.
If it was based on how many coaches you have, Matt would he has about 6 here. I think Dean has one.
One
And maybe a girlfriend or something. Yeah, Dean, impressive work. That was an impressive back take. Second most impressive back take we see today. That what was it? It was Ben Kelly and Dante Rivera. That was slick.
Don't listen to your coach.
Breathe, Matt.
Fighting thumb line. Let's get out of this.
Left leg behind his leg. Behind his leg.
Other side, Matt. Gotta get to the other side. Go
And
other
this is a
side.
lot of time to beat a body. And he's
Gotta
laying.
switch. Watch the foot switch.
That's a body triangle that's gonna, because he had a body triangle. He's
Go.
fighting his body
You're
triangle.
good. Work. Watch it. Watch the arm.
He's doing things that most people aren't allowed to do. Yeah. Matt dead fight his arm inside there. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Matt on purpose. I'm not Dean wants his arm there.
Luckily, it's not triangled up yet, so I think there's room for maybe not.
It's past the elbow, so that'll be challenging. But
You're gonna go for that. Get out of it.
let this work.
Chin down. Get that thumb line.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you need to arm underneath there to kind of pull the leg over his head.
He's slipping out. He's slipping out. He's going for
But as we say that, crucifix is coming.
Read that left bar. Read that left bar.
Dean seems like the type of guy who's
Left
gonna.
bar, yes. Shake.
He was high a second ago, and all of a sudden he's in a deep body triangle again.
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty high. Matt looked to move out, and Dean just readjusted really well.
Good. Other side, Matt. Roll.
And he's doing a good job as Matt
Right
rolls
side.
side to side,
Right
he's switching his body
Right
triangle.
side.
That's it
Good
right
example
there.
of that right there.
Just moving.
Yep. You know, about this rule set, the good thing is, sure, Matt's been getting dominated for the past 3 minutes.
Fight, choke your hand.
Secondary
Secondary on fight. If it's deep secondary on fight, choke
So
your hand.
that looks neat. That looks troubling. Yeah, he's got his own hand in there, but that's troubling. And there's the tap. Dean Hott drops the hammer winner by rear naked choke, and the newcomer is going to the final. We got Ito versus Dean Hott. I'm excited for that one because it seems like Dean Hott is going to make Ito move. Ito is the type he's going to kind of slowly grind you down and methodically work his way across. Where Dean Hott's coming out here and creating action immediately. He is putting you in positions where you have to react. So it'll be interesting to see that against Ito. And we'll see, does that work against Ito? Or is Ito going to be able to use that grip control that is seeming to give everyone a problem, kind of slow him down, make it his type of match? Exactly. And yeah, we'll see if he does have to react, because all of a sudden this submission is going to break out. We did see in that overtime, he finds that armbar of Brandon Smith in 19 seconds. Like, that's quick work. So we'll see. That's a very exciting final we have in our hands. But don't let that be outdone by our next team duel. Dante Rivera up against Lucky Cat Grappling, both 1-0 on the day, both looking here to go 2-0 and lock in their shot for the playoffs. The winner of this will be guaranteed a playoff spot. And Dante Rivera, with the points they put up in the first one, are in line to take the 1 seed away from Black Hole as well. So we'll see if they can do that. But we'll also see if Lucky Cat Grappling can find their win instead and put themselves in the playoff. Show you the team standings here again. Again, we have a tiebreaker. I mean, points you score in your match. Black Hole's going to get 22, which is a ton of points. But Dante already was able to earn 1 here in the opening matchup. And with that, our team, we got Ben and Eric. Yeah, that was a tough one. I'll figure it out. Yeah, I got him. We got Ben Kelly in the gray on his back up against Jimenez for Lucky Cat.
Push his head away. If you're going to take that, push his head away.
Eric Jimenez in all black. Ben's hunting that leg right away. We saw from Ben, as we saw from all of Dante Rivera, very quick subs. So you got to be ready to go if you're going up against Dante Rivera. Oh, that's deep. There's the tap. Ben Kelly with 2 very impressive subs on the day as he wins by triangle, making it 3-0. Dante Rivera, Ben Kelly drops the hammer and winner by submission. Very, very impressive stuff there. Tim? Jose? Yeah. Good. We got Jose Rodriguez for Dante Rivera, and we got Tim McCann for Lucky Cat Grappling.
Let's see another almost slam.
Yeah, it was right on that border. I think it was a good call, no slam, because he didn't have the control there, and he liked those big emphatic takedowns, but it was close, for sure. And now Tim McCann in his first one did look impressive. He started the comeback for Lucky Cat in their opening matchup, and yeah, I don't think he's going to back down from the challenge Jose is going to present here. Nice shot from Jose, but Tim's in on the neck. Nice big takedown there from Jose, but still around the neck there. Gets his head out. We're in half guard on the edge. And we go out of bounds. We were in a dominant position when we went out, so Jose gets to start in that top turtle. We're back underway. Jose applying pressure to the head, kind of just hanging out there, waiting for Tim to build up. Tim switches to his back. Jose creates space, but he's in on the neck. That was slick work. Jose laughing with his teammates as he switches to the Darce. That looks tight.
Stays connected, it's pretty tight.
And there's the tap. Jose Rodriguez drops the hammer. Winner by submission via Darce. And Dante Rivera makes it 7 for 7 on submissions on the day so far. And they are rolling. Nick? We got Nick Nasso for Lucky Cat. Ricardo. And we got Ricardo Zucar for Dante Rivera.
Ready?
And we are underway. Nick Nasso in the black and blue, Ricardo in the black and gray as he pulls guard. And that might be a first for Dante Rivera there. Might be the first time we've seen a Dante Rivera guy pull guard like that.
One foot in the center. One foot in the center.
Nice sweep there from Ricardo to get on top into that mount position. And Nick is now in danger.
It's like you'll play that classic dilemma, take the ball.
And that's getting dangerous, folks. And there's the tap as Ricardo Zucar drops the hammer, making 9-0 for Dante Rivera and 8 for 8 on subs for the day. We got Damien for Dante Rivera.
Jimmy Bruno.
And we got Jimmy Bruno for Lucky Cat. And now Jimmy Bruno did look impressive in his opening matchup. He's got the size here to deal with Damien, so maybe this is a chance for Lucky Cat to get some points.
Who's heavier?
We got Damien at 210, and we got Jimmy Bruno at 199, so 10 pounds. And I will say, Dante Rivera's team, all white and blue belts. They are impressive.
Yeah, a lot of good wrestling backgrounds.
Yep. And when your coach is a guy like Dante Rivera, he's going to instill that tenacity in you. Even if you don't have it. Good roll through there from Jimmy. Can't twist.
Open the sight. Open the sight.
That's the gray area with the watch.
Open the sight.
Are they twisting or are they legal?
Open the sight.
So far, it's not really twisting.
Yeah, Damien's not happy here. But Damien's doing a good job of remaining composed as he broke the grip for a second there, but Jimmy re-gets it. And we roll out of bounds. Sub is in.
It's the weakness of 50-50, and it's easier to fight the hands.
And as we roll out of bounds, we're going to start in the armbar position here, being the closest EBI. What are you doing with the leg? There we go. James' initial grip included Jimmy's leg. We are underway. And there's the tap. Jimmy Bruno drops the hammer, and we see Dante Rivera lose for the first time today, making it 9-3 as Jimmy Bruno drops the hammer. Winner via armbar.
Michael O'Brien.
Michael O'Brien for Dante Rivera to close us out.
Manuel. Last one.
And we got Emmanuel Fredkin for Lucky Cat. And we got another size advantage here for Lucky Cat. Emmanuel weighed in at about 186. Michael O'Brien is 165, so about 20 pounds. A good takedown from O'Brien. He's in on that. Yeah. job there from Emmanuel. Fight out of that, but right into the side control from Mike. As he looks to step over. He's around that neck again. That was a good bump there from Emmanuel. Better sweep from O'Brien. This is impressive. That is tight. Good job by Emmanuel to stand up there. Good bump from O'Brien. This is a fun one.
Mikey, when you have the head, take the time to control his wrist. Mikey, circle. Mikey, look at me. Mikey.
And there's the tap. Mike O'Brien drops the hammer, makes it 12-3 for Dante Rivera. With a Peruvian necktie.
I always mix it up with the Japanese.
We'll call it.
I never do.
George, in this point, you get to be right. Peruvian necktie. And we already got a call here for potential Sabbath Fit Soaps. Really freaking natural sub of the evening. That was impressive work from both teams as Dante Rivera goes 2-0, and Dante Rivera puts up 27 points here on the day. 27 points puts them in first place. Dante Rivera punches their ticket to the team playoff and will, as of now, be the 1 seed heading into that one. And not to look too far ahead, we have a lot of game opponents here still to come, and the team duels are going to be a hell of an event for the playoffs. If we do get the opportunity to see Black Hole versus Dante Rivera, and we get Dante Rivera versus Mike Wacker in the corners, I don't even need to see the match. I just want to see them coach. Might need to put them on the screen and leave the match separate, because that is going to be a crazy one if that were to happen. And with that, we are going to move into our co-main event of the evening. We have Chris Sykes versus Cole Alem. Chris Sykes in the all-black, Cole Alem in the black and white.
Also known as Chester Sykes.
Oh, and he starts backpedaling his way in. And for you at home, listen, I won't say he's getting tired unless he starts getting tired. Nice.
He can work.
Nice attempt from Cole. The thing about Chris is he never gets tired. You've seen him inside the circle so much. Pro rules.
We saw him go for that heel hook, but we got
Twist is okay now, yeah. And we move forward. Chris gave up his back for a second, but did a good job readjusting, and this is a hell of a scramble.
They're in zone 4 right now. Let's see if he hits this, belly down.
High fight.
Looks like he might be trying to go inside.
Belly down, higher in your fight. Higher in your fight.
Belly down on it.
That doesn't look
Higher, put your head higher.
This guy's doing a good job getting weight in his foot.
Cole also a very game competitor here inside the circle. Good step through attempt there from Cole. Good job by Chris to push him off balance.
He's on his own end. Oh, he's on a heel hook. He's on a heel hook.
And we roll out of bounds. What a fun flurry. Ref says we both had 50-50, so we're going to start on our feet.
Ready?
Both competitors in on that sub there. You can't give one an advantage over another. And Cole's able to stuff it. Back up. Oh. This has been a fun flurry. Chris keeping that in, and that's that HCS experience. He knows he's close to something. He's staying in bounds. And we go out of bounds. Now was a dominant position on the way out of bounds, so we will start in top turtle. Big breath there from Chris Sykes. I'm not saying he's tired, just a deep breath from Chris Sykes. Good job by Cole getting to his back there.
Double unders to try and
And as might be expected after they went out of bounds there, the pace has slowed just a little bit because that was an insane pace for the first half of that match. Good job by Cole to use his legs there to get some space. Cole threatens the ankle.
This might start to switch to some more loose passing.
Good redirection there from Chris. But Cole does a great job of using his legs and squaring up. Cole, definitely the type of guy that's going to be hard to pass on. Because Chris is pulling out a lot of tricks here, and he is doing a lot of clean work. He's still not able to find that way past.
It's harder to keep him from his pins. The pins
Up around the neck. Cole fights it off.
2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Breathe, Chris, breathe. Be outside, Chris. Be outside. Yeah. You got 2 minutes left. Damn tired, Chris. Chris, use your right leg to follow that inside leg. Just smother him too while you're here. Fall back.
Chris might be thinking about that ankle lock. Back in the legs.
High on the ankle.
Maybe he'll switch off to his foot this time.
Adjust his hip. High on the ankle. Push his hip.
Great back and forth.
A lot of sweeps.
Minute 30 left.
Maybe he'll take the leg again.
Playing the edge.
Just over a minute.
Still in here. Foot still in.
Hold back in.
Just attacking that Darce.
He's keeping wide elbows. Doing a good job with wide elbows. It's going to make it harder to stitch that up.
That does look deep. Oh, and he finds his way out.
Imagine the arms are really filled.
Absolutely. And honestly, if I'm Chris Harris, he's going to keep it in. It's a little bit loose as I have that Darce. I walk out with that Darce so I can start in that dominant position. But then Cole works his way out, and now we're on the feet again. But again, we're 6 minutes into a match. I'm not tired. It's easy for me to think of these things. When you've been competing this hard for 6 minutes, thoughts aren't always on top of mind.
They might just ride it out to him.
Absolutely. Yep. We got 5 seconds left.
5 seconds left.
High
on the ankle, Chris.
And we will go to overtime. Incredible opening round of our co-main event. Minute on the clock here. Time does not matter in the first PI. Chris will start on the back. Both competitors letting out some big breaths here as we get underway. Chris immediately to that body triangle. Paul doing a good job breaking that. Paul getting good readjustment there from Chris as Cole almost found his way out, but Chris was able to readjust and stay on top.
Lock it up in the back.
around the neck. And there's the escape. Chris did a good job there, readjusting, staying in that position, but ultimately Cole's able to find that way out, get that escape, sets himself up nice here. Ride out or sub wins it for Cole. Chris needs to find a way out. And I think we got some blood on the mouth there for Cole. We're underway. And it's not around the corner. Good job. We've seen from Chris in this spot before. He likes to take a breath and then one big explosion to get out of this spot. We'll see if Cole can make him pay for that philosophy. And there's the big explosion, and there's the escape for Chris Sykes as we will move to our second overtime. ADCC overtime. 3 minutes on the clock. First to a dominant position will win backside or mount. We are 8 minutes in, 3 on the clock. We're underway. When it comes to getting to the dominant positions, we didn't see it for the most part in the first one outside of that one attempt out of bounds there, but Chris was definitely closer at moments to that dominant position. Looking for a big toss. Bouncing through. Almost. Not quite yet. And there's the dominant position for Chris Sykes as he wins in ADCC overtime. Chris Sykes, your winner here in the co-main event of the evening. And Chris Sykes says, strap me up. And he's looking to challenge for that 165-pound belt, and he's absolutely in line for it. Chris Sykes with a dominant display there in that ADCC overtime. Did a great job getting there. Great victory. Both very game, very active competitors there. And Chris Sykes sets himself up nicely there for the chance to challenge for that 165-pound belt. And we move on to our main event of the evening.
Main event!
All
Grand
day
Prix
we had a bracket of 7 people. We've seen upsets as we are now in the final with our 7 seed versus our 4 seed. 7 seed was Dean High. 7 seed. Well, you were. You were. You fix it right now and go win. You won't be the 7 seed ever again. 7 seed Dean High up against 4 seed.
You gotta compete more. You gotta compete more.
Our 4 seed Itzo. We've seen upsets. We've seen impressive performances. And now we have a contrast of styles here as we have the aggressive Dean High up against Itzo for the championship at $1,000.
I've only ever heard good things about Dean.
The moment we announced Dean into this bracket, our DMs flooded with people being like, you don't understand, Dean's going to take this home. Dean's going to work his way through. We've seen Dean shouted out in the comments of the live stream today too. So we'll see. And I'm interested to see how Dean's aggressive style that forces action will go against Itzo, who we've seen Itzo being a lot more calculated.
He has no issue waiting till overtime.
Yeah, Itzo's been a lot more calculated. And even with the Sam one, he was using pressure to just slowly, methodically work his way through and lose those 8 minutes. Dean has been in there for a total of 3 minutes, I think. 4 minutes. So it's very contrasting styles here.
That length is crazy.
Yes, the length is insane. We saw him hit the splits against Matt, and I was just, I don't understand how he can do this. And he was using body triangle in a way that I didn't think he could. That length is a very dangerous tool for Dean. No, you got me there. Let's go.
Yeah, Itzo has no issue being here. He'll just hand fight. He'll hand fight.
And I'm interested to see what that wrist control will do to Dean.
Yeah.
Because it's got to be hard if Itzo just grabs your wrist there and he makes you stay still.
We're going to have to see a lot of forward shifts, a lot of trying to get Itzo off balance. Which is going to be hard to do with his base. Might be looking for a false read. But we got to get his hands to the mat. This is where someone like Kyle would be throwing in a go-go plata.
Yep, 100%.
Looked like Dean might have thought about some rubber guard for a second there.
And Dean so far the first person that can successfully create some space.
Yeah.
Of that top pressure.
It's that alignment, keeping the feet to the hips. Might be looking for an omoplata. Nice.
Use that to get underneath.
And we've seen kind of both competitors have to give a little bit to both styles. So Dean is creating a little bit more space that Ito's had to deal with, but Ito's definitely slowed him down in this matchup as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's been.
Go with Plata style.
Interesting.
You fight his hands.
3 minutes in, 5 minutes to work here in our Grand Prix final.
Try a 2-on-1 on his right arm. Yep.
This is the exact position I was in with Itzo for about 6 minutes.
It does not seem comfortable.
Maybe some heisting would help. Try and get to the head. Because Itzo's always giving his head.
Yep.
Pause again. But Dean could definitely use that as an opportunity to try and heist. Might see a shotgun. Yeah, it looks like he wants a shotgun.
4 minutes, Dean.
Go back to K for his close guard. This is so tough.
Straight angle to get our hips out.
Maybe a Kosovo cradle, I don't know.
Fight his hands. You can set up shotgun on either side when the hands are in your
Yeah, the
armpits.
corner's calling for shotgun. He's like, I'll just put in a body triangle in overtime. I don't care. That's the thing about close guard is you can't use your feet to create explosive movement.
And
Look at that Kosovo cradle. This might work. I don't know.
it'll be interesting to see because the top pressure from Ito is still relentless.
It's the kind of thing an MMA guy wouldn't really have experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's sprawling that hip back, making it hard to reach.
3 minutes left, Dean.
Open guard now and see what he does. Yeah, it's fine. Nice leg drag attempt.
Go right back into that guard.
Start setting up omoplatas.
Maybe fatigue could be a factor. All that weight on him.
Build our frames here.
He's doing a good job remaining calm and still looking
He
fresh,
looks
but
calm.
and you would think of on the day Dean's going to be a fresher guy, but Dean's just had battles today, only overtime where Dean is submitting both of his opponents, had to compete a lot less. But Ito's still looking dominant as always.
Really got to try and free that right elbow.
And this is where that fatigue might start setting in here. This is a tough position to sit in. But then Ito does this thing, he doesn't really force you to create action. Because he's not really hunting a sub all that quickly.
Move out.
But as I say that, of course,
The Gianni special right there.
Let's reframe.
He's got to free that elbow. Start kipping.
Minute and a half.
Deep sea leg lock. Shut up.
Elbow down.
Good pressure. Putting the pressure.
and there's the tap. Ito drops the hammer, and he is your 185-pound Grand Prix champion and the winner of $1,000 in cold hard cash, presented by All Jersey Mechanical. I'm going to make him confirm his spelling.
It's Itzo cuts to 170 for MMA, so 185 for grappling.
And he looks huge at 185.
Probably no problem.
Yeah. I can't imagine what he looks like at 170. So is your 185-pound Grand Prix champion. Impressive stuff there. Impressive stuff from Dean Hott as he made his debut inside the circle. But Itzo is your 185-pound champion. With that, we will sign off here. I'm Zach Bigger. Thank you to everyone who joined me in the booth here today. Congratulations to Itzo, our champion at 185 pounds. Congratulations to Dante Rivera as they take the first place in the standings in the team duel. We'll see them back to the playoff. And we thank you all for joining us as always.